Hi everyone, today I am going to talk about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a multi-talented musical entertainer who enjoyed a chart-topping career both with the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist. He released one of the best-selling albums in history, Thriller in 1982, and had other number one hits and Bad and Of the World. Who was Michael Jackson? Known as the king of pop, Michael Joseph Jackson was a best-selling American singer, songwriter, and dancer. As a child, Jackson became the lead singer of his family's popular Motown group, the Jackson 5. He went on, he went on to a solo career of astonishing worldwide success, delivering number one hits from the album Of the World, Thrill and Bad. In his later years, Jackson was dogged by allegations of child molestation. He died in 2009 at the age of 50 of a drug overdose just before launching a comeback tour. His father, Joseph Jackson, had been a guitarist who put aside his musical aspirations to provide for his family as a crane operator. Behind the scenes, Joseph pushed his sons to succeed. He was also reportedly known to become violent with them. Joe Jackson, a former boxer, was a crane operator at U.S. Steel and played guitar with the local rhythm and blues band the Falcons to supplement the family's income. His father's great-grandfather, Julie J. Gale, was a U.S. Army Scout. Finley Lore held that he was also a Native American medicine man. Mike clarinet and piano had aspired to be a country and western performer and worked part-time at Sears. Catherine Jackson was a homemaker and a devout Jehovah's Witness. Michael Joseph Jackson was born in Gary, Indiana, near Chicago on August 29, 1958. He was the eighth of 10 children in the Jackson family, a working-class African-American family living in a two-bedroom house on a Jackson Street. Jackson is the most awarded artist in the history of popular music. He is regarded as one of the most significant cultural figures of the 20th century and one of the greatest entertainers in the history of music. Through stage and video performances, he popularized complicated dance techniques such as the moonwalk, which he gave the same name. His sound and style have influenced artists of various genres, and his contributions to music, dance, and fashion, along with his published personal life, made him a global figure in popular culture for over 4 decades. Michael Jackson, having first been introduced to Lisa Mary Presley by her father Elvis in 1974, Jackson reconnected with Lisa Mary in November 1992. Shortly after becoming involved with her in 1993, Jackson was subjected to his first set of child sexual abuse accusations, followed by similar allegations in 2003. Presley supported Jackson as he became dependent on medication and eventually helped convince him to enter drug rehabilitation. In a telephone call, he proposed marriage to Presley. She agreed, and the two Wednesday on May 26, 1994, at a private ceremony in the Dominican Republic. Married life for the couple was difficult, and the union ended in divorce in August 1996. Presley and Jackson continued to date on and off for 4 more years after their divorce. Throughout his marriage with Presley, Jackson maintained a friendship with Debbie Rowe. She was the assistant of the pop singer's dermatologist and had been treating his appearance-changing disease vitiligo since the mid-1980s, and while he was separated from but still married to Presley, Rowe suffered a miscarriage and lost their baby in March 1996. Following the ordeal and the finalization of his first divorce, Jackson Wednesday the pregnant row on November 13, 1996 in Sydney, Australia. From the marriage to all, Jackson's 3 children were produced. Son Michael Joseph Prince Jackson Jr., born February 13, 1997, and daughter Paris Michael Catherine Jackson, born April 3, 1998. Jackson and Rowe divorced on October 8, 1999, with Rowe giving full custody rights of the children to Jackson. His third and final child, son Prince Michael Jackson II, was born to an unnamed surrogate mother on February 21, 2002. The eighth child of the Jackson family, Jackson made his professional debut in 1964 with his elder brothers Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, and Marlon as a member of the Jackson 5. Jackson began his solo career in 1971 while at Motown Records, and rose to solo stardom with his 5th studio album Of the World, 1979, during the disco era. By the early 1980s, Jackson became a dominant figure in popular music and leading figure of the MTV generation. His music videos, including those for Beat It, Billie Jean, and Thriller from his 6th studio album Thriller, 1982, are credited with breaking racial barriers and transforming the medium into an art form and promotional tool. Thriller won a record-breaking 8 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year. Jackson continued to innovate with videos on the global bestseller album Bad, 1978, Dangerous and High Story, Past, Present, and Future Book 1, 1991. Starting in the late 1980s, Jackson became a figure of controversy and speculation due to his changing appearance, relationships, behavior, and lifestyle. In 1993, he was accused of sexually abusing the child of a family friend. The lawsuit was settled out of court, and Jackson was not indicted. In 2005, he was tried and acquitted of further child sexual abuse allegations and several other charges. In 2009, while preparing for a series of comeback concerts, This Is It, Jackson died from an overdose of propofol administered by his personal physician, Conrad Murray. Fans around the world expressed their grief, and Jackson's public memorial service was broadcast live. In August 2009, the Los Angeles County coroner ruled that Jackson's death was a homicide, and Murray was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in November 2011. 7 years later, the documentary Living Neverland, which detailed posthumous allegations of child sexual abuse, led to another major backlash against Jackson. Jackson is one of the best-selling music artists of all time, with estimated sales of over 350 million recorded worldwide. Thriller is the best-selling album of all time, with estimated sales of 66 million copies worldwide. Bad was the first album to produce 5 Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles. Jackson had 13 Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles, more than any other male artist in the Hot 100 era, and was the first artist to have a top 10 single in the Billboard Hot 100 in 5 different decades. He received 13 Grammy Awards, the Grammy Legend and Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, 6 Brit Awards, a Golden Globe Award, and 39 Guinness World Records, including the most successful entertainer of all time. Jackson's inductions include the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice, the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, the Dance Hall of Fame, the only recording artist to be inducted, and the Rhythm and Blues Music Hall of Fame. In 2016, his estate earned $825 million, the highest early amount for a celebrity ever recorded by Forbes.
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.